This conference will now be recorded.
So this conference is now being recorded and we're getting ready for the final exam. So we have an example of just how the final exam is going to look. We have one answer so far, and we have one question: how do we calculate contribution margin? Let's see. Talking about it. Evaluation.
The UCM, the contribution margin, is the unit selling price minus the unit variable cost.
Thank you, Nicole. I think you're all going to have to go to Specs and get my favorite bottle of wine. That's the way this is sounding now.
If you give us the project,
Evaluation,
the
Dr.
final,
Cole.
I'll buy you a whole case of the wine. Buy you the whole case.
All right. What is the first thing that's going to go on this line right here? What's going to go here? Grace? What's going to go on that line, Grace? What amount of money? Help out, Kyler.
400.
Thank you. The selling price has gone on that line, $400. So the first thing we do, we see what the selling price is and we put it on that line. Can everybody do that now? Now, we said that once we put the selling price in all problems, we got to put the ink, the paper, the labor, bad debt, and selling expense. We got to get all of that on a unit basis to get our total variable cost. And our contribution margin is always selling price minus variable cost. So let me put this in here. So when we get ready to calculate this unit contribution margin, we always are going to use just get our variable cost. So let me give these out. For the ink, Chester, you tell me how much that is. For the paper, Nicole. For the labor, Pickett. For the bad debt, Reynoso.
Wait,
Yes, sir.
am I ink or paper? I'm sorry.
It doesn't
You said
matter.
paper, Nicole?
So everybody getting one here. Then we get the bad debt. Sherrod, bad debts. Star Hill, selling expense. So you are the key lead persons in putting these amounts in. So you're going to go through and look at these assumptions and just put those numbers in.
So if I'm doing paper, so $7.50 is the unit cost. Since it needs 2 reams, it'd be $15.
That's all it is. That's right. $15.
Okay. Well, there's my answer. I give it to you.
Where's my ink person?
At 40.
Thank you. Got 40 for inks. Where's my labor person?
I got 5.
10 looks 5, okay. My bad debt person. My rate's 20% of the selling price. So what a bad debt's gonna be?
Is it 80?
Assume you got that 80. Y'all working on your quiz, make sure they're correct. 1 grade today. Selling expense, who's my selling expense person? Let's start here.
Shit. Yeah.
What's our selling expense is gonna be? 20% of sales.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm lost.
I want you, on every sale, which is 400, we pay a commission of 20%. So if you made a sale of $400 and your commission was 20%, how much money would you want?
Mm.
So you're getting a 20% commission and you make a sale of $400. How much money do you want?
Shit, what, 25,000? Mm.
80?
It's 80.
Yeah, 80
It's
might,
80.
yeah,
Yeah, it should be 80.
you're underpaying yourself. Okay. So all we've done is to go on these items and come up with that. And so Jennifer, what's our contribution margin now?
180.
We're gonna add all of these up, and then we add them up. How much do we get?
220.
So these expenses are 220. So what's our contribution margin gonna be then?
180. Yay.
Does everybody see these numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody who don't see the numbers now? Where we got them from?
Did you want us to round up?
Say what?
Did you want us to round up?
Round up. Just round up.
Okay.
Now, what's the next thing we got to do then?
Find the fixed
The
cost.
quantity. The quantity.
Some are telling
Oh,
you fixed cost.
fixed cost.
Some of you take manufacturing overhead. Mendez, you take administrative expense. Reynoso, you acquire it, so you get interest expense. I need these fixed cost totals for the year. I need my fixed cost totals for the year.
For the overhead, I got 130,000.
It's 130 in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. So what is your overhead now? It's 130 in the first quarter, 130 in the second, 130 in the fourth, third, and 130 in the fourth. So if you're paying 130,
Add all of them?
how much?
Do we add all 4 quarters?
Mm,
Okay, it's 520,000.
okay. Administrative expense, what's that gonna be? Administrative expense person. Reynoso, what's my administrative expense gonna be?
I honestly don't know.
You paying
trying to-
50,000 in the first quarter, 50,000 in the second quarter, 50,000 in the third quarter, 50,000 in the fourth quarter. What is your administrative expense gonna be?
200,000.
200,000. What is our interest expense gonna be?
$100,000.
100,000. So we add all of these up. If we add all of these up, what's our total fixed cost?
820,000.
820,000. Any questions? So what is our quantity going to be then that we need to produce so that we can break even?
Professor, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, Mendez.
Oh, my computer was, I was trying to answer you. It's 200,000.
So what's our quantity going to be now?
I have 4,556.
How much?
4,556.
How did he get 4,556, Mendez?
He divided the fixed cost by the contribution margin.
So he took his fixed costs so that becomes what? 820 slash what? How are we coming? So if this was your final, could you handle this on the final?
If it was just that, yes.
Yes, if it was
I'll
just
get
that.
100.
You get 100. You see, Dominique, the project might not be the best solution for some people.
No, if it was just this part. I didn't say the whole thing. Just the break even part.
Well, you see, on your project, you got to do all of this, and all your numbers got to be right. So anyway, that's
Ain't none of it a good idea in my opinion. Not the final project, not a final exam. Take what we've done this semester and yeah, because
whatever.
we're struggling. We love you though. Act
Yeah,
like
but
we are counting one class.
act like you're on accounting, act like you're on accounting one class.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. So I'll put this one away from now for now. Let's see if I can find it. That's the budget. All right, so here we have another one. So see if you can take a picture of the assumption. I'll get it to you in a second, but is this the same one? Maybe it's different. Yeah, it's different. So take a picture of this. Then take a picture of the bottom portion. And do the same thing again.
We still doing break even?
Still doing break even.
Can you go back up a little bit?
Yes, please.
Professor, isn't that what you have uploaded in Blackboard or no? There's something different?
Uh,
Let me see.
this may be the same one, isn't it?
Yeah. It should look like to me.
So
Well,
let me see if
no,
I can find another one.
manufacturing overhead. No,
Some of them are different.
yeah, it's different.
Why don't we? Okay, what I'm gonna do on this one? I'm gonna change the selling price to $500. Now I'll make it $1,000. Let's make the selling price $1,000. So it's virtually, you know, some of the things are different, but the selling price is $1,000 in this one. And let's see, save as. Okay, let's see.
Is bad debt still 10 or 20%? It's not listed.
Calculate it based on what you know.
What?
So it should be in course content now.
Are we using that Word document you just put up or Excel?
Excel, whatever you want to use, whatever works for you.
So the one you just uploaded and backloaded is what we're doing now.
Correct. And
It's
it's
like break even again, 1,000.
break even again. So it's got target loss, but just make it break even.
Okay,
We're
break
doing
even
it as
for
a
1,000, right? $1,000.
So it's break even.
Are we doing this as a class again?
Of course.
Where is it at in course content? What's the name of it?
It'd be the last thing on the master budget.
Okay.
Recalculating the selling expense too.
Make a decision.
Is the bad debt still 20%?
Look at the assumptions, make a decision.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So are we ready? Is the class ready?
Few more moments for Dominique anyways.
All right, a few more moments.
Professor, on this one right here, you want the bad debt to be the same 20% because it's not on there.
Make a decision.
Okay.
Okay, Darian, you got the first one, selling price.
1,000.
Clenny, you got the ink. Give me the ink.
Is it 40?
Sorry, I had to step away. Yeah, I have 40 here. Is that right?
How'd you get 40?
It's 10 and it's 4 of them.
All right. Paper,
15.
okay, so paper is 15. Labor,
5.
Yeah, 5.
selling expense. No, it's bad debt, isn't it? Bad debt. What you do if you look at these collections, and so if you don't have a bad debt, if I'm only collecting 80%, the bad debt has to be what?
20.
20%.
Has to be 20%.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So it's 80 still?
So it's 200.
Oh, no, it's not 80.
200.
Right? Mm.
Selling expense,
200.
200.
so what is our total variable cost?
460.
So what's our contribution margin gonna be?
540.
Okay. Clark, what are our manufacturing overhead? Star Hill, what is our administrative expense? Sharon, what is our interest expense?
Oh, is the atom 100,000?
Admin, 50 plus 50 plus 50 plus 50. How much is it?
100,000.
Oh, two.
I mean,
Yeah,
200,000.
200,000.
And what's our manufacturing overhead?
800,000.
800,000.
What's our interest expense?
0.
0. We didn't have it. We just made it easy. So what's our total fixed cost?
$1 million.
So what is our contribution margin going to be, Wilson? What's
You mean the quantity, Professor?
yeah, excuse me, quantity.
Okay, 8,002. 1,802? That's right. Let's see.
I have 1,852.
Divided by 55.
Can we get a consensus?
I got 1852.
So let's just make it 1850, all right? We just round to 8.
How do
They
you
right.
get the quantity again?
So what?
How do you calculate the quantity again?
Or maybe I better let it be 1852.
Yes, 1852.
It's
I
the
forgot
total
to put.
FC divided by the contribution margin.
Fixed costs, total fixed costs, $1 million. Divided by what?
Contribution margin.
By 40.
Yeah.
1852.
That's correct. 1852. Are there any questions? Okay, so let's take this 1852. And suppose, being the nice guy that I am, what would a nice guy do? All I want you to do is the first quarter. So you don't have to do the second quarter or the third quarter or anything else. You just got to do the first quarter. So we'll put Phillips on the first quarter for sales.
Honestly, Phillips is still lost. I'm trying to set a meeting right now with Tawo because I'm confused on the first part that we just did.
Oh,
Yeah, he tried to to me, but yeah,
all right.
sorry.
Clear content. All I want is the first quarter. Well, got a P up here, so we'll substitute Parker. So Parker, you're just going down this first quarter. And Tyrell, you're doing production budget just the first quarter. Okay, for the raw materials, ink, we'll put Nicole here. And for the paper, we'll put Mendez there. She seems to be a paper person. Then we need some direct labor. Put Rodney here. Manufacturing overhead. We'll go with Clenny. Dominique, we're gonna give you selling expenses, give you something here to do. Then administrative expense, Wilson. And we didn't have anything in here, so we don't have anything here. So what
Are
I
we
want,
turning this in?
so what?
Are we gonna turn this in?
Now you're gonna work it now.
Just for confirmation, can I ask a question about the problem we did earlier? You said that we get the bad debt, that 20%, because you collected 80% under collections. So what's left is the bad debt, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
If
for
that's
next
left
time.
out, then I'm expecting you to do that.
Right. Okay.
So we're working on the last one we did. But we're just doing the first quarter. Just doing the first quarter. So how much time do we need on the first quarter?
Can you go back to the last? Can you scroll up a little bit so I can see the total sales? Wait, what? Where do I get the total sales from? I'm so confused.
You mean? I'm not sure what you're looking for.
I was looking for the total sales, but that's not a sales on the thing. I guess sales is blank. So never mind.
You mean the quantity?
No, it says sales at the very top before selling price, but that's blank. So, you change the selling price to 1,000 at the very top.
Here? We just changed it to 1,000 and we said all the sales were credit sales.
Should it be credit sales of 1 million then, is what you're typing?
Selling price was 1,000. No, so I guess take this out. Oh, this number here?
Yeah, that number. That's what I'm
Parker's
asking.
working on that. She'll let us know in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Okay, this is probably dumb, but I'm just gonna ask. So on mine, the first one is units to be produced. So I would start off with 10%, right? Because we're just doing the first quarter. 10% out of the quantity, or just.
Tableau's gonna tell you what you need.
Oh, okay. So we're waiting. We're doing it in order.
Yeah. So Tableau is gonna work on this, and then he's gonna tell you what you need.
Okay.
After Parker tells us how many sales it is. Parker, you ready yet?
No. I don't even know where we are right now. I haven't been paying attention really, honestly. My baby is teething and he's not really working with me today. Yeah. Is it for the selling price 1,000?
Right. Well, Dominique, so you need to help her because her baby has got to sleep. Since you asked the question.
Yeah, I asked the question because that's the part.
First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take those sales, and we said they were how much? Total quantity. It was 1852, right? So we're gonna take that 1852, put it right here.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna take the 1852 and put it here. Then we're gonna look at our percentages, and it says what? In the first quarter, 10% of the sales occur. So we get our assumption of sales of 10%. The total sales of 1,852. So what's going to be the sales quantity in the first quarter? Sell 1,852. How many?
185.20.
Let's just put 185 down. Our selling price is what?
1,000.
1,000. So in the first quarter, what are the total sales?
185,000.
How much?
185,000.
Yeah, I knew you were ready to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna let you all, everybody work on there. You see what we're doing. We're only doing the first quarter.
We didn't have any credit sales.
Say what?
I said the
Y'all,
credit sales. So do I have to figure out the credit sales also?
all of them credit sales. You just bring it
Oh.
down. So I'm gonna give everybody about 3 minutes to work on their area, then we'll come back to it. 3 minutes. All right, Dominique, you ready to take us on through the first quarter of sales?
I think so. Okay. So for my bad debt, I got 37,000 because I did 20% of the 185,000. And then for the collections, I really didn't know, but it said 40% of the collections, so I took 40% of the 37,000, Didn't know if that was right, but it gave me 14,800,
So let me
and
see.
then
You made sales of 185,000.
yeah. So I should take 40% of whatever's left after the 37,000 and subtract it from that.
No, this is 20%. It's gonna mess up. 20% are not collected.
Mhm.
Then you collecting 40%.
Yeah.
In the quarter of sale, then you collecting that 40, but another 40% the next one.
Yeah. But what I didn't know was I didn't know if I should take the 40% of the 148, which is left after you subtract the 37 from the 185.
Suppose you're selling things for $1 each.
Mhm.
Suppose this was $1. And so your total sales were $185.
Mhm.
How much money would you want to collect at $185? If you were selling your product for $1 each, so your sales are 185, how much would you want to collect at $185?
It's $1, 185 then, right?
You got 108, you make sales of $185.
Mhm.
So you know you aren't gonna get $37 because the people not gonna pay. So do you want 40% of 37 or 40% of 185? How much money do you want?
The 40% of the 185.
Thank you. So how much you collect?
Oops, wait a minute. I'm collecting 74,000.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna collect 74,000 both months, both times.
We're only on the first quarter. You would get that 74 over here in the second quarter. So if you up to by then and you're gonna do 2 quarters, you'd have 74 here, then 74 here. But in the first quarter, it's just 74. Are you ready, Taiwo?
Yes, sir.
So
production budget. The sale 185. That's 10% of 1852.
But now what's your design in the inventory?
50% of next month sale. The next month sale is,
so what would this number be in the next quarter?
That's 20%.
That's correct. So you take 20% of 1852, and how much would that be?
370.
So therefore, you need how much of that? You need 50%. So what's 50% of 370?
185.
185. So we got our production budget man for the file. So what's the total needed?
370 sales plus inventory.
You don't have any beginning inventory.
0.
So what's the units to be produced?
370.
So now Nicole, Mendez, and Rodney, your number's 370. That's your top
I was
number.
waiting on my magic number. So now we get 3 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So Taiwo, you're gonna have to work faster for them next time on the final.
I was waiting for you to call me.
Oh, you wait on me to call you?
Yes, sir.
Clinton, you got this over here for me?
Not yet. Hold on. I was walking through. Everybody was propped.
If you thinking.
No, I was walking through when you had everybody else answering and trying to understand it myself.
Oh, okay. So Clinton, all you got to do What's total overhead for the quarter?
800,000.
I said
Oh,
for
you
the
said for the
quarter.
quarter. I'm sorry, 200,000. I'm sorry.
What's your depreciation?
What does it say? 25,000.
Mm-hmm.
But
So what's your cash outlay gonna be?
you said my what? Cash out?
If the total overhead is 225 of it is depreciation, then you only got to pay cash of the difference. 175. So the total, you're trying to determine how much cash you got to pay. You don't have to pay depreciation. So your outlay is 175. Any questions?
Not on that.
Think about it. All right, Dominique, you got the sales payment due?
Wait, I have another part?
Well, we'll get started to help you on it. So the total
Okay.
sales, so coming down here are the total sales. What were the
From
total
what I
sales?
did, right, the total
Yeah.
sales was $185,000. And we taking 20%, I think, at the bottom, correct?
Yep, 185, 20%.
Which is 37,000.
So these workers want how much?
$37,000.
Wilson, administrative expense. Y'all gotta get these folks together, because when we do the final exam, we're doing it like this. We got a class part and an individual part. Y'all gotta work on these folks to say, hey, you gotta answer up.
When is our final exam?
I think it's Thursday at 5:30.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Can we talk about everything that's still due in this class before you end tonight, please? Because it sounds like a lot and everybody just needs to be certain.
Everybody need to be certain.
Yeah, because we've changed a lot of things with due dates.
Well, can you all give me the administrative expense then? So how much we gonna have to pay? Can somebody do that?
Would the administrative expense come off of the total sales also?
It says
Fixed cost.
50,000.
So the total expense
Oh,
is
I didn't see that.
50,000. Depreciation, how much?
10,000.
10,000.
So what we're gonna have to pay? Think it down.
40,000.
40,000. And we don't have any capital expenditure, so we done. So now, having done that, can we do the first quarter of this cash budget?
Okay, so I have a question about the ink budget. So I feel like I don't know if it's like just easy or if I'm doing it wrong. So units to be produced is 370.
Right.
Per unit requirement. Per unit requirement is 4, right? Because we need 4.
Mm-hmm.
Or is that wrong?
That's correct.
Okay. So raw materials to be purchased is 4 again? Or is that 40?
4.
Oh, we're adding those two. Oh, we're multiplying them. We're multiplying them. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so 370 times 4 is 1480.
1480.
Then our unit cost is what?
It's 10.
So how much you gonna be paying?
Hold on, I'm trying to. So we are going to pay.
How much you got to pay? No 1480 times 10 is hard, but
Oh, times 10, 14,800.
and you're only paying 75% in the month of purchase. So how much you paying?
Hold on.
11,100.
I take your word for it.
That is right. That's what I got you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Total payments 11,100. Mendez, are you ready?
I believe so.
All right.
I have 370 for the units produced.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have, then I have the 2 for the per unit requirement.
Mm-hmm.
Times the 370, I got 2960.
372 is how much?
2960? 2,960? Is that wrong?
370 times 2.
2.
740.
Sorry, I don't know what I did. Help me, Jesus. 740.
What's our unit cost?
It's 5,550.
I mean, unit cost is 750, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
So what's our total cost going to be?
It's 5,550.
How much you got to pay this year? This quarter?
4,500. I'm sorry, 4,162.
I take your word for it. 4,162.
Or 63. It's rounded up.
I got
163.
2 now, so we'll stay with that. Right.
10.
How many hours they need to work?
37 hours.
37. Got a strong labor man here. What's our labor rate?
10. Number.
50.
And them 50.
And our total direct labor is 1,850.
1,850. So look, we got them all done for the first quarter. Let's see if we need to borrow any money. So our beginning balance, we have an assumption about that. Initial investment was $100,000. How much did we collect in the first quarter, Dominique?
185,000.
So how much we got available?
85,000.
Oh, Dominique.
Oh.
You had 100,000, then you had 185 more?
Oh, so 285,000. I thought when
So 285,000.
somebody taking it from me.
What?
I said when I think about collections, I think about like a collection agency, like they taking some money from me, not adding it to me.
How much raw materials, ink, did we pay that first quarter? Dr. Nicole? How much did we pay?
11,100.
All right, 11,100. How much did we pay for the paper?
4,162. Sorry.
How much? How much?
4163.
Say it a little slower.
4163.
4,163, okay? How much labor we paid?
1,850.
1,850. How much overhead did we pay? Go on the
175.
last line. 175,000. How much selling expense did we pay? Last line on the selling expense budget, 37,000. How much administrative expense we paid? Last line on the administrative expense budget, 40,000.
40,000. Yeah.
So, if we add all of these up, what becomes our total payments? Seems like that's 269. How much cash did we have? 285. So what's our excess cash?
The 16. Oh shoot, never mind. I forgot
How much?
I did 269 00. I didn't do the 163, but it was 16,000 even.
It's 113, 269.
Is it 15,887?
Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Because I would subtract the 285 minus the 269, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Yep.
no? Okay.
Yes. If this number is supposed to be 100,000, how much we need to borrow?
85,000. Well, $84,113.
That's it. So what? How long did it take us to do this?
A long time.
All of y'all let it take you a long time because you're trying to figure something out and there's nothing to figure out. So we did this in about 15 or 20 minutes. Okay, so somebody asked what's due. So your project will be due, I guess, on Thursday. That's the only thing. I just had one thing due. That's your total project. So you got some choices.
When do we need to go up there and take you the finished product?
Probably that Thursday.
Can I take it early? Are you gonna be there on Tuesday?
The area will be open. So, yeah, I'll be testing here on Tuesday, but you can leave it in that area.
Professor, I gotta bring you the physical project.
Yeah, so I look at it when I grade your project.
So my question is, like, I'm literally in Round Rock, Texas. How can I get that to you?
I guess you have to use UPS or somebody. All right. Just have me a good picture with it. You have to bring it sometime though, so I can see it.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Okay. That's helpful as I grade your project. So the only thing you got to do is two things we're going to do. You're going to bring the project and finish up your project. Now, I put some examples in there of how projects look, right? So if you want to see, you just got to do that break-even year. You just got to do 1 year. So if your team just trying to get a C, y'all just do break-even year and y'all done. Now, if you're trying to get a B on this project, you got to do the break-even year and the $1 million year. So the break-even year and the $1 million year, that'll get you a B. So you have 2 sets of these. And if you're trying to get an A, boy, you just so focused. You got to have 4 years. Lose 100, break even, make $1 million, make $2 million. So what that works out to is, each person doing a year. Now, is that a lot? It might sound like a lot, but if you got your table set up right. Let me go to these tables.
We still have a final with all of that too, if you want to be an A or student.
Well, we'll get to that in just a second. So this is year 1. Then you do this for year 2, and you have to do the tables again, of course, but you have another set of tables for year 2. Now, if you run the year, you can see not much changing. And then if you got your formulas in here correct, once you change that quantity for the second year, it should run through this pretty easily. Then you change this quantity. Then all the, none of this other stuff changes. The only thing changing is the quantity. Quantity change. All of this other stuff would be going forward each year. So only quantity. The overheads, if you kept your overhead the same, it stayed, whatever you have here is going to be here. Selling expense is going to change because it's variable, but administrative expense and capital expenditure, all of those are the same. So as you work those, most of those budgets stay the same. Do you have a cash budget for the first year, cash budget for the second year? So I'll leave it up to you. Each team can decide what they want, whether they want an A, a B, or a C, and have that ready with the project turned in by Thursday. On Monday, we'll practice this again. So the exam, you see, so since some of my projects, I can't just rely on projects. So that might kill some people. So what we'll do is we'll practice this again, and then on the final, everybody will have to calculate the quantity. Then the whole class will go through this just like we did here for the first quarter problem. The whole class will go through and do the first quarter, and we'll be done. So everybody got to know how to do this. Everybody. And there will be a different scenario for each person. All right, so there's no need to plan on check with anybody else. You just need to learn how to do this, how to calculate this quantity. Everybody will have a different scenario. Then we'll pick one of those scenarios. And then I will assign people just like we did here, and you run through the first quarter and give me a total. Except I won't be helping you, I'll disappear and come back. So I'll collect I'll give you, it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes. Should not take you more than 30 minutes.
Is this going to be on Tuesday?
No, I think it's Thursday at 5:30. I get more time for that.
Final.
Yeah, I think it's Thursday at 5:30.
So everything we just did today is what we're going to do for our final, basically.
Yeah. But it's going to be done the same way. Everybody's going to turn me in a calculation of this quantity. And they'll prove it. Okay. Then after that's done, then we're going to run through it just like we did today, with everybody assigned a part for the class. So I'll give the class an hour to do that and get this straight. Then I'll come back in and you'll present it to me correct. That sounds like a good deal to me. I don't know, but kind of sounds like a good deal.
Sounds awesome.
It's okay.
Yeah, who said that?
You sound real Dominique.
The project due Thursday, final Thursday.
For but the file's going to be done just like we did today. Everybody's going to, you need to know how to calculate break even. You need to know how to do that. But afterwards, then the class is going to get together and work one of those scenarios. But I'm going to assign the people that day. So every time somebody do something wrong, of course, you lose some points. But everybody will have something to do on that schedule.
And you're meeting on Monday, you said?
We're meeting on Monday. We'll practice again on Monday.
That's 5 or 5:30.
What time you want to meet on Monday?
It don't matter. That's finals week, so I'm gonna be busy regardless. So I just need to know.
Whatever works for you all. All right, 5 o'clock. All right, Mendez, you better not be in that band at 5.
I'm gonna be ready.
You gonna be ready?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be ready.
Reynoso, you gonna be ready?
I'll try to be ready. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Where your partner in crime at?
I don't know.
So Dallas
Professor,
gonna be
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You gonna be ready, Deja? You gonna be ready? You gonna rub your eyebrows off?
I'm gonna be ready the best way I can be.
The best way you can be. What's the best way you can be?
We gonna go for the passing. We're gonna go for the passing. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna meet my group. We're gonna kill it. I'm confident.
All right, that sounds good to me. So everybody understand, we're gonna practice on Monday. But there will be a 10-point for the folks who practice on Monday, up to 10 points, depending on how y'all do. So there will be points on Monday. But I'm gonna take off a point for every wrong answer I hear. So
No, that is not fair. That is not fair.
I could have had it and not giving you any points, Dominique.
Points will come on Monday.
Hey, that means we need to study what we did today.
Would you rather for to be taken off on Monday or wait till Thursday on the 100-point day and take off? Where everything they might miss might be worth about 5 points. Would you rather
Take off on no day. Take off on no day. We need all the points we can get. We are trying to pass as a class. Okay.
Yeah, but some people need to know they gotta take it serious.
They gonna take it serious. It's fine.
I have something assigned for everybody on Monday. So we're just gonna do one scenario on Monday in terms of calculating break even. So everybody will calculate break even.
Okay, so now since you saying on Monday we're gonna do break even, right? Can you not and nothing extra? You know how like you like to throw in like little spaz things and be like, figure it out. Please don't do
What did I say we're gonna do on Monday?
break even, but don't throw in break even and then an extra thing on the break even thing.
And what else we're gonna do on Monday, Ty Wilkerson? I don't know the year.
We're gonna practice.
We're gonna practice just like we did today. So everything we did today, we're gonna do on Monday. So everybody's gonna work on break even and calculator. I'm only gonna have one scenario. Everybody will put their break even number in the chat, and I'll see if people can do break even. So you probably don't want to be helping anybody, make them.
That was on Monday or Tuesday?
Yeah,
but we still need our session in the morning.
So what? Then I'm going to assign something to everybody on Monday, as well as on that final exam day. And so you all just, these teams got to get together and work and make sure the team members ready. Tell them Anybody who missed some, it cost the whole class. Got that, Pickett?
Look at
Yeah, I
you.
got it.
Professor, can you put the recording up possibly tonight or tomorrow morning if it's loaded?
I will try to get it up tonight.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, just to be clear one more time, the project is due the day of the final.